everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. As promised, I will do my makeup video again. This is a real makeup that I put on every morning for lots of years, and I'm 73 years old. So this isn't like the most of the YouTube tutorials that the women that are on there look very young in the first place, but this is just me. Don't get scared. This is me without makeup. Hey Stumpy, I don't think you've ever been here before. Well, you picked a good one. This isn't normally what I do, but I did one before and it didn't get saved somehow on Catch, so I'm going to do one again. And this is my normal routine that I do in the morning. So let's see if I can get this closer. I've already done my moisturizer. The moisturizer I use is L'Oreal's Revitalift. I've tried many, and this is the one I seem to keep coming back to. So I use a couple squirts of that on my face. And then when that dries good, I put on this Revlon Photo Ready primer. It's a face primer. And it just, it sort of dries and it sets your face for your makeup. And your makeup stays on much longer if you use this. I was using Pond's. This is almost empty. I do use Pond's moisturizer on my neck and chest here. But you know, if I don't have the moisturizer I usually use, I use the Pond's because it's the old standby. I think it works just as good, actually, and it's much cheaper. So the first thing I do is cover. I have a large age spot here. See, a large age spot, and I have found. This is the best thing I have found. It's called Age Rewind, and it's by Maybelline, and it has a little sponge on the tip of it, and you crank it up, put some more of the makeup in there, and it's a concealer, and this works the best of anything I've found. I've tried a million concealers, believe me. So I put that on this age spot. See, almost makes it go away altogether. And then under my eyes, I have some dark spots. Dark like everybody under their eyes. And I tap it in so there's no edge. I found, this is the color that I've found that goes best with mine. It comes, I think, in only 3, maybe 4 colors. But I tried one that was too light. I took it back, and because you can take makeup back, you know. If you don't like your makeup and that you get, you can try it at home, because they don't let you try it at the store, of course. And sorry, I make faces when I do this. You can take it home and try it. If you don't like it, or if it doesn't do what it says it's going to do, take it back. Get your money back or exchange it for something else. So I exchanged this, the first color I got for this. I have a little tiny, really 10 times magnifying glass here that I make sure everything is blended in, because this is a magnifying mirror. However, it's gotten to be so it's not enough anymore. It's kind of sad, but that's part started getting old. I think I need a little more on my spot. So it covers it up as good as any I've found. So I used to use, it was Mary Kay's concealer. It was the powder, like Bare Minerals powder. And it worked okay, but I could never find the right color. It was always either too pinky or too yellow. I never found the right color, so I went hunting for other things, and this is the one I like the most. I also have a primer for my eyes. This is for if you're going to put any eyeshadow on at all. This winds up also. And this is by Revlon. It's a photo-ready thing too, and it's eye primer. And you paint it on your eyelid, and you blend it all in. It looks real light, but you can't see it once you blend it in. So you blend it in like that. And on the other eyelid. I do wear eyeshadow, just a little bit. This is just my daily makeup. I'm not, well, I may go to the store, to the Joann Fabrics. I need another size crochet hook. And I have a coupon. You know, they send out great coupons. I have a 60% off coupon. Of course, it's only on one thing, but you know, every little bit helps. I think I have a 60% off and a 40% off. So, and just you have to make sure there's none of that primer in your creases. As you get older, you have a lot more crepe, a lot more creases, so you don't want anything to lie in the creases, because it makes your, of course, it makes your wrinkles look worse when it does that. Now for my makeup, I've tried all kinds of liquid makeup. Nothing works. So I have gone back to Bare Minerals. It seems to work the best, and it doesn't lie in the creases. So, you know, you tap some of the Bare Minerals in the lid, and then you take your makeup brush, which I use one like this for makeup, and tap it off, and I sort of stipple the makeup on like this at first to place it, being careful not to scrub that spot. So I scrub the concealer off. So then you just go around and you sort of scrub the Bare Minerals in. And it's not much, and it does not lie in your creases when you do this. So basically, there's 3 products I use. It's I use Maybelline's, some of Maybelline's things, and Revlon's, and Bare Minerals. That's what it's come down to. I found that I like the best. Now, doesn't mean there's not other wonderful things out there, but that's what I've found works the best for me. Okay, my eyes. There's one set of very neutral colors I sometimes use. And what I use out of this all the time is the real light color. It's really, whoop, those little sponge brushes I never use. I use the light, and I put it up. I put it all over my eye. It's supposed to be a primer too if you read the back. So I put it all over my eye, even though I did put primer on. And doesn't really put any color on. And usually that's all I use out of that one. Sometimes I use gray colors, but this lavender, or it's a real pale purpley color, I use the most. Put it on this brush like this, and I put it all over on the lid and up in the crease and halfway up my brow bone there. I don't know if you can see, because I can hardly see without my glasses, so if I see any comments, I'll have to put my glasses on to read them. But I put this all over, up halfway up my brow bone. Now, if you can see, I have two different eyes. This one is a prosthesis. It's not even a real eye. See, this is glass, or whatever they make them out of now. It's a shell that fit over. I lost my eye in a golfing accident a long time ago, 20 years or more. So this eye is deeper set. See, it's altogether different looking up here than this eye. This eye has the piece of skin that folds over. What's that called? I forget now. Hooded. This is a hooded eye. See, that piece of skin goes over. So you want to put something a little bit darker up there, or at least more of this color, because if you use this color more often, it gets a little darker. So on that hooded part, you shade it so it sort of sets it back a little bit, so it doesn't stick out and say hello. So the more you put this color on, it gets a little deeper. So this is the color, I think it looks natural, and this is the color that I use the most out of everything I have, this purpley color. Oh, there's a white eyebrow there. I'll have to get that. I can pluck my eyebrows because I have such heavy eyebrows. I've had heavy eyebrows ever since I was born. In my little girl pictures, like when I was 2 or 3, that's all you could see, are these big eyebrows. But now sometimes, if I'm going someplace, I put a little color on the very edge by my, I'll show you how I do it. I have a tiny brush here. See this tiny, tiny brush. And say, I'll try a little, sometimes I use a blue, sometimes this turquoise color. See that? The turquoise right there. It's not going to be enough even to see. I don't know. I like to play in paints. I used to paint, so maybe this is what I have left of painting. But I put a tiny line of this color right along my eyelashes. Now probably nobody but me will see this because number 1 is so little, and number 2 I wear glasses, so I don't know why I do this, but it's kind of fun. Just right along the eyelashes. Right there. I don't know if you can even see it. on this scope, but I'll try to get close so you can you see that little line? That's just for fun. If I was going out at night, I would also take a smaller brush, maybe, no, it's too big. I have all different sizes of brushes here. Maybe a smaller brush, and I would put some dark on the edge. Maybe I'll do that since I'm doing this video. Let's see. I find a darker color here. This may be too dark, but I'll try it. Remember, you can always wash your face. This is a little dark, but we'll try it. I'll mix it with something lighter. Because you can mix colors, you know. So I'll just try a little darker here on the edge of my eye. And you put it right there in the crease and up. Now make sure you don't go like this, because if you go like this and do it, when you put your eyes back down, that color goes down, and that's exactly what you don't want. You don't want that color to pull your eye down. So just right on the edge, this shaded like that, if I was going out. I mean, it doesn't matter today. I'm going to Joann Fabrics, so. And you try it on the other side. A little bit right on the edge, and then up. And when you have the primer on, it doesn't, you have to be careful what you're doing, because it doesn't come off real easy. See, that's a little much there, but I will try to get some of that off. It's hard to get off because you put the primer on that makes it stay on, but if you scrub enough, you can get some of that off. Okay, the last thing I do with my eyes is I do have a scrubber brush. I save it just for this. I don't put any color on it. It's shaped, it's soft brush, and it's shaped like that. And after I'm done with my whole eye, I just take everything and just scrub it in. And this makes sure you don't have any lines. Blends everything together. And basically that's it for my eyes, except, of course, I have to curl my eyelashes. I've curled my eyelashes ever since I was a young teenager. So I wouldn't feel that I was done with my eyes. So I curled my eyelashes. Oh, here's a comment. Wait. You've inspired me to get some eyeshadow primer. Oh, good. Yeah. I'll keep my glasses here. I'm curling my eyelashes. It does. It makes your eyeshadow stay on all day. I'll tell you that. The primers are really good. I put my face primer, I'll also put on my lips today because I don't have any lip primer left. I have to get some of that. Add that to the list today. Lip primer. Because that does help. It helps the lipstick when you get older. You have those creases, and you don't want your lipstick to bleed down into the creases. I'm going to, I found one. I haven't really found a mascara that I love. This one is called Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. And I bought it because it said Clump Crusher. I tap the end off because that always has way too much on it. And I just put it on the tips. Now these eyelashes on this side, first of all, I'm missing a lot on the outer edge. So I sort of work it back and forth and try to make those look like I have more lashes than I do. On this side especially. This side I have a lot of lashes, but I just put a little bit on. So that's it for my eyes. I forgot to put any blusher on here, so let me add that. I have my own brush for that. And this is a very, very light color. So you can't really make a mistake with this color. I mean, I've had some that are darker that you put it on and you have this big streak. But this one you just sort of scrub in. Now, this is a lot of eye makeup for me during the day, but I just want to do it because I'm doing this video. But I have my lipstick left to do. Okay, I always use a lip pencil. That also helps to keep your lipstick on your lips instead of going up in those creases when you get older. So the lip primer and then the lip pencil. Plus, if your lips are getting thin, you can always make them a little thicker with this. Like that. And then I normally put a very, very light lipstick on, but for this video, I will use my slightly darker one here. I can't even see. I think this is it. Oh dear. I hope this is number 150. That's okay. This lipstick is all I use anymore. It's the Maybelline 24 Hour. I'm telling you, this stays on till you take it off. It stays on 24 hours or more. I wake up in the morning, and if I haven't really removed my lipstick well with my makeup remover wipes, I still have lipstick on in the morning. That's all day. You put it on, you blot it around. That's a little much on the stick. And you paint it where you want it. Now, you just let it dry maybe 30 seconds is all. And the end of this is a little gloss thing, because this will get real sticky. That's how you know it's dried. It gets real sticky, and then you put that gloss over the top, and that will stay on all day. So basically, this is my makeup. This would be more for when I go out in the evening, because I normally don't wear this much color on my lids, but since I was doing this tutorial, I put a little bit more on. I put glasses on. You can't see it that much anyway, but it makes me feel like I'm made up. So I feel my lips are real sticky now. So I just put the gloss on. It feels real good. And that is it. That's the extent of my makeup that I do. Sometimes not even so much on the eyes, but that's it, folks. Doesn't get much better. I'm just interested on covering my age spot. So There's lots of problems when you get older with wrinkles and crepey skin. I have the problem of crepey skin. If I could just get a little lift like this, it'd be so much better, but can't afford that, so I have to just play around with this stuff. So that's it for this morning's makeup tutorial. I'm 73, and like I said, this is probably as good as it's going to get. So, thank you so much for joining. I hope this one is saved on catch, because I don't really want to do another one. I think the first one came out really good, and I'm so sorry it didn't get saved, but thank you. My daughter took a wonderful picture of me. She did a real estate function thing, and she was doing headshots of different realtors that wanted a new headshot. And since I was there helping her, she needed somebody to stand in to set the light on to make sure the light is correct. So it was, and she took a couple pictures of me, and probably the best pictures I've had taken in the last 10 years. So I will put that up on the computer and then show you on a scope this picture she took of me. She made me look like a realtor, so a business person. So it's one of the few times I got dressed up, and so anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks to the people on the replay. I'm Shirley from Shirley's World. I have a blog called the same if you just Google Shirley's World. There's 2 blogs by that name. One is Shirley McLean, that's not me, and the other one is me. So it's shirleysworld.blogspot.com. So bye-bye.